Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take a shot at this. So I've managed to do this a couple times now. But making consistent has been a little rough. So I'm gonna try something a little different using limited vulnerability potions this time. So a couple things. You just have to seriously watch out for dogs, of course, as a rogue, and the eyes because of the sightseeing. Always just jump up here through here to get around them. Of course, there's also some that pad around and whatnot, so you have to be careful about those. Currently, I'm a little bit world buffed. Only really Spirit of Xandar and Zanza. And Zanza, you can just get on your own. It's not really a real world buff. I've been able to kill it without ZG buff. Actually, I was able to kill him without any buffs at all, but it's also not consistent and like really close, so you can't just run straight down these stairs because those dogs as well. I've aggroed them countless times, but if you do aggro them, you can like jump back up on the ledge and like de-aggro them, let them evade. But sometimes it's funky and won't let you. The other thing here is the eyes. Make sure you're like fully away from like the packs when you aggro the eyes, just so you don't pull full groups. Of course, it's not doable with like any gear but next gear, I feel like. I just recently picked up Hungering Cold, and most of my tier 3. I'm only missing one piece from 8 set though. Ignore that screen, I guess. Yep, just have to avoid the spiders and whatnot. Obviously, though. The other thing here, too, is that there's another eye. I don't know where he's at right now. But you sort of have to be very careful about going around the corner at the wrong time with this eye. Otherwise, you could easily get yourself killed right here. See? It's coming up. It's just better to let him run all the way around the corner and then take it, because they're way too fast for you to outrun. I wouldn't even, like, risk it. They stop about right here, I think. And their like aggro range is actually pretty large, so I wouldn't even test it. Supposedly there's a way to get past them without killing them too. Some kind of like spots that you can go into, but I haven't really looked into it yet. If you were trying to avoid them so that you could like sell the instance, I guess. I generally go about up like to the 3rd square here. I let him pat back. It's gonna take him a second though. But he'll like aggro me like right here. And then I can just run up and then kill him in the middle without aggroing either of these packs. But luckily they move pretty fast, so it doesn't take long, as you can see. Also be very careful about this guy. Of course he resists. Luckily I'm an AO, so I can just go right back and stealth. I would say if I moved up and aggroed him here, I think this pack would literally aggro me. So like you have to be pretty far back for these. The only other thing too is I feel like you could probably run through the middle. I don't know. I haven't really tested it. Normally I just distract these guys and then run around. If you don't, I've aggroed them actually a couple times doing that, and then you're forced to use your Vanish, which you need your Vanish for the next part here. So you just have to sap this one and blind the other. Oh, frick, man. Scuffed it. I've been expecting to repost, which is like sort of special, I guess. I mean, you're gonna have to take a point out of something to be able to get that done. I'm in a unique situation with my hunger and cold that I can actually take a point. I mean, as a human, yeah, you could totally get rid of, I guess, like 1 point in weapon expertise, maybe. There's probably something else I guess I could take out, I don't know. It's like about 4 DPS loss for me because I only need 8 and I have 9 with 1 point into it, so I'm sure there's probably a better one to take a point out of though. Maybe aggression, I'm not sure. You can't take it out of anything else, I don't think, because I need everything in all of those. And I need every point in here, so yeah, it's sort of hard. I'm the exposed rogue, so you could easily take a point out from Eviscerate and it wouldn't cause much of a DPS loss. I always go on this right side. The only thing is sometimes these dogs pat to the right side, but as long as they're not there, you're good. Alright, so the boring part. So far, unless I'm fully world buff, and I mean like stacked, I don't think it's possible to kill King Gordok without killing Cho. I haven't really fully attempted it. It's probably possible with the method that I'm going to pull King, which you'll see later. But I haven't really fully tested it or anything yet. The most success I've had is killing Cho and then waiting for cooldowns and then doing it again. The other thing too is that the dogs pat around. I think they should be coming up pretty soon, but I'm not too sure. Generally, I feel like when I start a new instance and I come here, by the time I get up here, they're running here. Also, I guess it really didn't lose me much time on killing those guys because I had to have to wait on the Vanish anyways. But generally, you can sap one and blind the other and then walk through the door. And then they have to Vanish anyway, so. I guess maybe you could bring stealth potion. Oh, I don't even know how much stealth potions are, but you could supposedly like stealth potion, I guess. That way you could just go straight to killing these guys and like shave like 5 minutes off the run. I think generally it takes me about 16 minutes to do this run. And that's if there's no mistakes. So yeah, this is kind of boring, but oh, there's the dogs, so I'd have to sort of wait for them anyways. I'm trying to get used to waiting for them because if you kill the dogs, you have to like wait. I don't know if it was like 15 minutes or something for them to respawn if you wanted to end up selling the instance. So if you just let them do their rounds the first time and then do all this, you should have enough time between their rounds. The other thing too is you have to wait on the respawn. I think their respawn timer is a lot longer, but you have to wait on the respawn timer of the eyes. So if I wanted to sell this instance, I would have to wait like another 15 to 20 minutes for the eyes to respawn fully before I kill the king, I guess. Okay, so it's almost time and these guys are about to So the other slick trick that I thought up of was to aggro these guys. I realized I forgot to get my grilled squid, but oh well. That shouldn't be the worst, I guess. I also like completely, well, not completely, but cheap consumes. So I'm gonna build up 5 points on these. I've tried getting double Crusader procs, but I don't know. It feels like my Crusader procs hardly proc on these guys. I think I have everything applied. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, actually I can wait till a Crusader proc. I forgot on the first pull. Once I get a Crusader proc, I'll pull these guys. It's just an extra 100 attack power. I don't think it's necessary though. But it's sort of like, why not? 300 attack power if I can get it off. I don't know why. It feels like it normally procs way more often than this. But it never does when I'm sitting here killing the spirits, or attacking the spirits, I mean. Great way to get up your weapon skill too if you don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna say screw it. Hopefully I've been beating up this guy for 30 seconds, so. Maybe just run in. Oh! Well, okay. This might be scuffed. I just realized that this is a priest show. And he might interfere me. Okay, he did not fear. I'm very lucky in that. Okay. Of course, like when I'm recording, I forget about that. If it's pre-show, pay attention to it so that you can have your Signet of the Alliance on. I got very lucky there, though. I also have living action potions to be involved. Oh, I guess I could have used the limited invulnerability potion. That was my way. Okay, so I have time to sit down. If you like get up here and you aggro these guys, they literally will never unaggro you. I don't know how to do that. If it's possible, I would like to hear about it. But it's such a pain in the butt. Like, you can't unaggro these unless you like vanish. I tried like getting out of the range and all sorts of things, and it feels like nothing works. You have to wait for your cooldowns to all come up anyways, so. So I'm trying something new. I'm trying limited vulnerability potions this time. And just ignoring the fact that he stuns me, but hopefully I guess he doesn't stun me while my cooldowns are up. Because that could totally scuff it. I do have a mongoose. Maybe I'm gonna pop mongoose for this. Just because I want to like actually do it, get it done in this attempt. Probably not like a huge gold gain if I'm popping mongooses though. Or living action for that matter, but if I can pop, like get away with limited vulnerabilities, that'll be good enough. It is only 6 seconds though, so I don't know. We will see. Of course I have to wait for all my cooldown, so I'll probably like cut out like 2 minutes of this. Am I miss? Oh yeah, I forgot my Gordic Ringron. I think that's everything. Yeah, I just have weight cooldowns. Another nice trinket is this Venomous Totem. You do like a lot of extra damage and some poisons with it. And also you just have to be decked and geared to the nines. I do have a tanking set, but I don't think like it matters because like I just need the damage to burst through while my evasion's up. I don't think any kind of like evasive gear is gonna help out really. And one trinket I want to try out is the Warlord's trinket from the Dark Moon Fair. Like heals you on auto attacks. I don't know how much that procs, but I think it might be helpful. The only important part of the problem with this farm is that like it's very slow. You're not doing stuff constantly, but because you're stealthing past everything and like a hunter, you're still getting it done in 15 to 16 minutes. So, because what does it take? Like 4 minutes to get up there, and then like 5 minutes to like wait for it, and then do it when you're at 9, and then 14, like whenever these are done, and then it takes me like 2 minutes to kill him. So yeah, like 16 minutes I think. I have to see like after the recording, I guess. So a nice thing too about this is as a rogue you can like just, you know, I mean a rogue or hunter can of course do it, but it's nice to be able to vanish this. Like if something goes wrong, like he gets a bad stun on you, or you mess up your cooldowns or something. So what I've learned is it's great to pull him into this spot here when he knocks you back, so it allows you to keep DPSing and whatnot. I let him hit me once, so I can like crusade, like heal. Oh, there it is. Oh, frick. Ooh, that was real close. Okay, I didn't actually have to show it because I could push through thanks to my Spirit of Zanzilar buff. But that was a little close for comfort. I had literally 0 seconds, and I think I was immune to his Mortal Strike there at the very end. So very close, but doable, as you can see. Okay, so I guess I should show the other trick. But if I was not so close there, and he had, you know, quite a bit of health left, and I couldn't push through it, I was gonna pop sprint, and run around the corner. And like you can like get out of his range by sprinting. Sometimes he charges you, which sort of screws it up, but you can still get away from him. You run all the way over here while he's chasing you, and while he has a fast movement speed, he starts falling behind you. Generally by the time like I get my sprint like all the way over here, he's like right there. I like wait for a second. I like don't let him get too close enough like to charge you, because he might like hit you more so I can kill you. You jump down, and then this gives you time, you know, bandage up and yada yada while he's come running down. There might be other ways to even make it longer. Like maybe there was something I was messing around with, but I couldn't get it to work. Was being spec'd into endurance, and then wearing my 2-piece, my death dealers, to get my evasion down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and trying to kite him around until the second evasion came up. But I couldn't get that to work. So, oh yeah, I have to talk to this guy first. So, as a rogue, I didn't really know anything about Dire Maul tribute runs, and so I didn't know that you had to talk to this guy to send him to the front and get extra loot. That was a hunter buddy of mine that helped me with that. Gungo, thank you. And Speary, thank you for answering all my questions. I can't speak tonight. So let's see. You just talk to him. He gets mad and runs off. I vanished there, by the way, because I couldn't stealth thanks to the stupid guards. And there you go. Dire Maul tribute solo run by a rogue. I have not been able to find any videos on this. So maybe because no one thinks it's worth the time, I guess. Or all the potions popped. But I mean, honestly, yeah, I get to skip the dog. So if I wanted to turn this into a usable instance, I could go and kill some Reavers right now and whatnot too. But I'm not gonna bother because I'm about to go to bed. Talked to him twice, by the way. I didn't know this. The first time I did this, I talked to him once and I was like, where's my chest? And I went and like reset because I thought I did something wrong. Pretty terrible loot. You do get one less blue because of course you killed Cho. So one other method that I was trying, but I think you would need like just serious pumping numbers. Maybe it's doable if you had a Gressel hungering cold. I'm not sure. But you could do what I did. So what I do is I would range attack Cho and I would sprint around the corner there and then wait for King to get to me because King is much faster than Cho. And you could fight Cho for like 15 seconds before the, or King for 15 seconds before Cho reaches them. And then you jump down and then do the same thing when he gets here because, again, he's much faster. It takes Cho like a solid, like 15 seconds to reach you. And another cool trick I found out is this reset spot that I saw people were doing where you like, yeah, the problem is you can screw it up. But if you get like right here and you start doing this, the King will still like run to you, but Cho won't. So if you like hop down and immediately start doing this, Cho will just stand there and then you'll wait for the King to get to you and then you could just pump. So I think it's entirely doable actually as a rogue to do complete full Dire Maul tribute, like skipping Cho and everything, but I think you would need a lot more damage than what I currently have. So like I feel like you would need world buff, like full world buffs, and probably a Gressel, and maybe you could pump fast enough, because generally I'm pretty close to dying, as you could see there with the King. So yeah, I mean I was literally one hit away. I haven't tried the limited vulnerability potions before though, so I think popping a limited vulnerability potion is better than doing the living actions, but I think living actions really good when you're killing Cho, so having both on hand is pretty useful. Let me try to check. I don't know the exact spawns of all these chests, but I try to check for them just in case, because I have no idea where they spawn, so that would be something useful. So far, I've found out that pretty much all the chests I've ever seen always spawn. Where is he at? Oh, there he is. I guess the other part too is that like you'd have to freeze, of course, slip kick. But I guess you can freeze him afterwards, so you could just use the broken trap. And as a rogue, blade flaring these dudes down is super duper easy. Actually, when I was getting these Dire Maul tribute buffs, so Priest aggroed them and I just cleared them all out for him, so that's not hard at all as a rogue. I don't even pop any cooldowns other than Blade Flurry to kill them. I mean, I can even show it, I guess. See, like, super duper easy. I wonder if I even need probably need Blade Flurry, but I don't know. Oh, I guess another thing too that's funky is that you have to reset, like you have to right click off your buffs to go back and do it again. Sorry. Alexa talking background. It seems like it takes freaking Crom Crush so long to get here. It's funny. Like, I sent him away forever ago, but here he is now. I don't know why, but like literally every time the chest has been here. Oh, okay. It's not this time. Well, I don't know where there could be any other chest other than maybe in the court. So I'll just go check that, and then that's it for this video, I guess. That I will clip and upload later, I guess. But yeah, I've been able to do this without the ZG buff. Like, the rest of it's just personal cool, like, consumables. And once you've cleared your own run, you could technically just buff yourself and do it again. So the only thing that's like on a time limit here is the Spirit of Zandalar. Otherwise, you can just like go and like refill yourself up on like Rain Grogs and whatnot. Yeah, okay, I don't know if there's any chest anywhere here. I'll have to look up those. I feel like there's always a chest somewhere, but I must have missed it. It's something I'm gonna learn. This is literally, like, I probably could see. This is literally... Okay, this is not the 10th kill. I've killed him, I don't think. Yeah, it's weird though. Like, look at that. It doesn't reset. Which one was he again? Health? I think it was health. Yeah, it's weird. You have to, like, right-click it off and do that. But yeah, other than that, there's books around and stuff like that, but I don't know, the books aren't really worth anything unless you hit something big off, hit the epic one for the sword, so other than that. Oh, wrong button. Bye for now.